What's the deal? Oh, shit. Almost broke this thing. I'm kind of scared the chair I'm on is gonna break too. Oh, the light's behind me. I might have to get in the bed. Y'all give me 1 second. Okay. I picked like the worst spot in the room before to post up, but now I'm just gonna hold my phone like a bum again. I'm making a poll right now. Okay. The poll has been created. I'm not gonna be on here for a long time tonight because I gotta wake up pretty early in the morning and drive somewhere. But I realized that I didn't do a live yesterday. So I was like, I had to come on here. I'll be on here for at least 1 hour. At least 1 hour. I think if people get on here. If not, y'all know me. I wait like 15, 20 minutes. If nobody shows up, I'm gonna peace out. Go to bed early, you feel me? You feel me? I wonder where the remote is. I might be able to watch some TV up in here. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, nah. Sorry, I don't see a remote, so looks like I will not be watching TV. Alexander says Trump 24. I don't know how I'm supposed to respond to that, but okay. This is not a political channel, sir. I gotta wait for my normal crowd to show up. If they show up. I haven't been out here in a while, so I messed up the routine, guys. I failed y'all. But my life, I've been adjusting. I've been adjusting to being back in the United States, so. Been adjusting. Who are the 4 people in the chat? What are you doing? Why are you not speaking? It's extremely impolite to join a live stream and not say anything. So I've been told. You ain't for Trump, then you must be a chump. Wow, what a slogan. They must have paid you a lot of money to create that. That's amazing creativity. Mr. Alexander. I'll be right back. I'm just messing. I mean, I figured you were. I'm not an easily offended person, so As long as people are not being outright disrespectful in the chat, I usually just go along with it. I usually go along with it unless people are just being extremely weird, then I block them. But you gotta be crazy weird to get blocked by me. Six people. Well, what really matters is that one person voted yes at least, and the person that voted yes on the poll did not comment something that they learned this week. Joe and the I'm guessing that's supposed to be Ho. Joe and the Ho gotta go. Wow, I got the whole Trump slogan team up in here. Vince Tanner, what up? Unibrow Crusader, yo. Why did you pick that name of all names for a YouTube channel? Unibrow Crusader. I'm wondering, do you have a unibrow, or is that a metaphor for being like an aggressive caveman type? Have I ever encountered racism? Yes. Yeah, quite a few times, actually. Not something that I really dwell on, but I have definitely encountered it. It's just life, man. It's just life, man. Tell us about it. Like I said, to be honest, it's not something I dwell on. Like, I'm serious. There's like countless stories. So it's not really something that I like want to sit here and make the live stream about. I will. I will tell a story if you want, but to me, they're all like equally, I don't know, like unimportant. To me, I'm just like, what a dickhead. And I move on with my life, you know what I mean? But I've been called the N word. When I was in college, this dude told me I only got in because of affirmative action, even though, even though I almost made a perfect score in the SAT and I was team captain in multiple sports and I had to do all of this stuff to get in and just, nah, bro, you're black. There's no way you got in here off of merit. Memes are daily. Hello. Guessing in. I learned that I can't say Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck? Well, at least you can type it. That's what matters. Bet. Edwin, what's up, bro? Life is okay back in the United States. It's just okay. It's different. But it does feel good to be back home, I can't lie. Vince Tanner, can you name a car for an edit? Can I say any car? Because I say the same car every time somebody asks me this question. So are there any cars that are off limits? You are cool. Hey, thanks. Well, Vince, I'm going to say a 1988 300 ZX. You know what kind of car that is? I'm not a car person. That was just the first car I ever had. So how do you black Joe Rogan? What does that mean? How do you black Joe Rogan? I'm missing something there. I'm missing something, or you're missing something. Oh, are you black Joe Rogan? No, I don't compare myself to other people, man. I am me. Joe Rogan is Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's a lot older than me. Probably done a lot more things. We don't look anything alike. I'm almost bald, so I'm catching up to him there. But outside of that, we're just two different people, man. But I do like podcasting. Peace, Vince. Good luck with your edit. Hope it's dope. But Unibrow Crusader, you didn't tell me why your name is Unibrow Crusader. Thanks, Vince. Appreciate it. Respect. It's named that because I did this doodle so much when I was a little kid, and it was just a thing I loved to do when I was little. When I was a little kid, for some reason. Let me see if I can enlarge this picture. I can't because I'm on my phone. Oh yeah, I can a little bit. It kind of looks like. Did you ever watch SpongeBob? Do you know SpongeBob well? Because if you don't, then I might be wasting my time on what I'm about to say. But it looks like the episode when SpongeBob was like a caveman. It kind of looks like that. From a distance, I thought that's what it was. Oh, you drew that before it came out? What if they stole your idea, bro? What if they saw this unibrow character and they were like, I got the perfect idea for a SpongeBob episode, and they stole your idea? You should sue them. Those thieves, bro. How dare they? It says 5 people are watching this. I don't believe it. You know, this is actually quite a bit of activity for the beginning of a live stream. Normally, there's no one in here for like 20 minutes and then people start pouring in, but we had a couple people leave some comments pretty early. Hell yeah, SpongeBob's gonna have a lawsuit. We're gonna sue him, bro. I'll be your lawyer. I'm not a lawyer, but I feel like I could figure it out. How hard can it be? You know? There's Chat GPT and all kinds of stuff, bro. I'll just ask Chat GPT, what do I say when the judge says this? And I'll get the answers. Gobbledygook says, Happy Father's Day. I'm not a father, unless y'all consider yourselves my kids. But I'm not a father. But thanks anyway. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Gobbledygook. Why did you pick that as your name? As your channel name? Vince Tanner randomly says SpongeBob. Why? SpongeBob. By the way, anyone who's who's watching this video but not clicking like, I just want you to know that you're fake. You're fake and you're phony. And karma's gonna get you bad. All right? Vince Tanner, why are you saying what? What did I say? When? Which part? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what part you're listening to right now. I don't have a channel, but I make silly comments. I mean, technically, you do have a channel. Vince Tanner, the car maker. Oh, the karma. No, I just said if you're watching this video but you didn't click like, karma is gonna get you because you're a fake person. Somebody's scared of karma because they hit like right after I said that. So someone's scared. I don't even believe in karma. Thanks, Vince. Thanks a lot. Gobbledygook, that's interesting though. I think I've only heard people say the word gobbledygook like 2 times in my entire life. It's kind of weird how you can know what something means if you only hear it like once or twice in your entire life. I find that interesting, but yeah. It's kind of like the word hogwash. I've probably heard hogwash like twice my entire life, but I'd never forgot like what it means. But now since karma's gonna hit me, I have to sub. Oh, unsub? No, karma is gonna hit you for unsubbing, bro. What does hogwash mean? Man, that's a difficult one to explain. That's something that's like easy to know in context, but if I had to explain it in words, I'm like, how do you describe hogwash? It's like it's, it's like BS. Like, oh yeah, there you go. Hogwash means baloney. But then someone might say, well, what does baloney mean? Because it's not the food baloney. It's like baloney, like that's baloney, like BS. But that's the funny part about words. You can always say, well, it means like this. And then the other person can say, well, what's that? And you can just keep going through a chain of words. That's why eventually you just have to hear stuff in context and then you get a understanding. Why are you low-key looking like Shaq? What Shaq, bro? I look nothing like Shaq. If you're talking about Shaquille O'Neal, unless you're talking about a different Shaq. This guy said I look like Shaq. That's crazy. Doo, doo, doo. I want to know something that you guys learn this week. You thought it meant puzzling for decades. Well, what does it actually mean? Vince, I don't look like Shaq, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. What are you saying, bro? Kind of a compliment? I don't think looking like anybody else is a compliment, to be honest. I just like looking like myself. I like being myself. Shaq with a beard. That's hilarious. Edwin, let us know how's your legs progress. Bro, me estoy mejorando. Ya empecé a caminar, empecé a entrenarme en el gimnasio y todo, bro. Estoy en el gimnasio de boxeo. Ya, estoy de vuelta, bro. It means fighting windmills. Crazy delusional pursuit. I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard that word before, and so you just taught me a word that I actually don't know how to pronounce, so I'm gonna have to look that up later. Come on, bro, you do? I don't, bro. I wish I could put a picture of Shaq right here. So you could be like, okay, never mind, you don't look like him. Like, you're talking about Shaquille O'Neal? There's no way you think I look like him, bro. There's no way. You crazy, man. Edwin, did you ever start that other job? You told me about like a government job or something. Did you get it? Did you start it? Gobbledygook, teach me another word. You seem like you have a colorful vocabulary. What's another word that you misunderstood? How about that? Yee. Gobbledygook is thinking. I'm gonna think too. What's a word that I misunderstood for a really long time? Yeah, as long as I think about it, it's not gonna come to my mind. I gotta stop thinking about it. Vince says, never mind. Did you look up a picture of Shaq and realize? You start on July 8th. Oh, that's not too far away. Maybe like what, 3 weeks? That's not too far away. Are you ready? Are you excited to start your new job, bro? Gobbledygook, do you read a lot of books? Usually, people with extensive vocabularies read a lot of books because that's the only place you really encounter these kind of words, either in academic texts or in like literature. Because typically, people don't talk like that in everyday settings. You used to? Why'd you stop? What could have made you stop reading? It's okay, Vince. I knew I didn't look like Shaq the whole time, so. You are funny. Funny guy. Captured by YouTube. So you spend your days, what, watching videos now instead of reading books? Yeah, Vince. No one has ever told me I look like Shaquille O'Neal before. There's been a few other people that they say I look like, but Shaquille O'Neal's name never pops up. So, not even once. Let's see. It's 9:40. I'm gonna stay on till at least 10 ish. But like I said, I can't do like a 3 hour stream tonight because I gotta wake up early. Oh, you work and other stuff. Reading is important, man. You can't give up on the books. Why did you start reading? That's the better question. Why did you like reading? Do, 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 do. Oh. I'm interested to know your reading story. I love reading. I love reading all kinds of stuff. Ooh. I was good enough at it to make it pleasurable. So you liked reading because you were good at it? Or were you reading things that you enjoyed? And if you were reading it because you enjoyed it, then I wonder what made you stop. Do you not read it all anymore, or do you just read a lot less than you did in the past? Then I became a voracious reader. That was me as a kid. I would literally read like all day. All day. The very first Harry Potter book, I read it in one day. I literally like didn't do anything else besides read. I don't look like O'Neal. I look like LeBron James mixed with James Harden. Uh, okay, I can accept that. That's more realistic than Shaquille O'Neal. So I will. I will accept that. Sci-fi. What's the best sci-fi book you ever read? You know a book I want to read? I want to read Annihilation because I watched the movie and I was like, man, I bet you this was an amazing book. But I still haven't read it. It's one of those hate it or love it movies. It's really weird. So some people hate it, some people love it. I loved it. Guys, I feel really mature because normally, see, you guys haven't been around for a long time. For those that don't know, I'm a trainer and a strength and conditioning coach, right? And so I train a lot of people online. And Sunday is my day of programming where I sit down and I make everyone's workouts for the week and blah, blah, blah. And normally I'm such a procrastinator that I leave most of that work until after I get off of the live stream. And I get off my live stream late and then I'm up all night writing these workouts and planning stuff out. But today, because I knew I had to get up early, I decided to get started super early this morning and all my people's workouts and stuff are finished. So when I get off of here, all I have to do is go to sleep. As a kid, something wicked this way comes. Never heard of that. What's that about? Something wicked this way comes. That's weird. I've never even heard of it. Hmm. Sounds interesting. Just don't know what it is. It's about a little boy and an evil carnival comes to town. An evil carnival. Kind of sounds like It by Stephen King, almost. Ray Bradbury. Hold on a second. What have I read by Ray Bradbury? Wait, I gotta Google because I've read a book from him, but I can't think of what it is. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, it was the Martian Chronicles. Oh, I mean, yeah, Fahrenheit 5451, but I was thinking of something less popular. But yeah, I did read Fahrenheit 451 too. But I got forced to read that in school. I never really thought that book was that interesting, to be honest. But maybe that's because they were forcing me to read it. I felt that way about like most of the like assigned readings, stuff you had to like read over the summer and shit. I'd just be like, these books suck, bro. Pride and Prejudice, To Kill a Mockingbird, all of that shit. I never thought those books were good. But I understand that like it's classic literature and you have to read it, so I'm like whatever. But any books, movies that are made about those, I'm like, bro, this shit's trash. Garbo. None of my normal crowd is here today. They usually get on at like 10 though, but I'm gonna get off. Like, I think probably like 10, 15, 10, 20. I gotta be finished because I need to wake up at about 6, maybe. And I'm an old man, so I gotta get my beauty sleep, you feel me? Do, 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 do. Gobbledygook, what's your real name? Am I East Coast? No, I'm in Texas. I'm in the great state of Texas. Andy. Is that short for something, or is your name actually Andy? Yes, to which part? Is it short for something? Or is that. I'm guessing you're saying yes to that's your actual name. It's not short for something. Well, Andy, I've never seen you. Oh, it is short for something. It's short for Andrea. Mm. Do you say it like one Andrea or do you say it like two Andrea? I know people that say it both ways. But I think to be called Andy, you would have to say it like Andrea. You say both? What? That's interesting. It's very interesting. Well, Andy, I've never seen you around these parts before. How did you end up in this live stream? Ugh, just swiping lives. You know what? People tell me that every time. And I'm amazed by that. I've never done that before, but it just seems interesting. How do you decide if you want to stay in someone's life? Like, you're just swiping, and you're like, oh, this guy sucks. Someone swipe again. Oh, or like, what makes you stay on a live stream? You've been here for a while, so clearly I'm not that boring. I hardly stay. I feel like that's what would happen if I did that. I think I would swipe through 20 people and then get off. But usually I could tell if somebody's swiping because they they usually leave like troll comments and they leave. I am asking you questions. This is a conversation. So you asked me if I was East Coast. To me, that means that you're probably not on the East Coast. Are you on the West Coast? You're not from Texas. I know that for sure. You're on the West Coast. Let's see. You seem like an Oregon person. Are you from Oregon? No. You're on the West Coast and you're not from Oregon. If you were from Oregon or Washington, you probably would have said you're from the Pacific Northwest. So now I have to assume that you're in California or Las Vegas, Nevada. Are you in California? SoCal. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, like I know, like I've heard people say NorCal and SoCal, but I don't know anything in either of those regions. I've been to California twice ever. I was in some place called Oxnard, California. It is a long state. I do know that because I drove through it. Extremely long. What is in SoCal? What are notable places in SoCal? So that if someone says they're from these places, I can be like, oh, you're from SoCal. The Pacific Coast, that doesn't help me. I don't know any of the places. I need like 3 city names. Los Angeles is SoCal? So if someone's from LA, they say they're from SoCal. San Diego, okay. So the big places, the places that people are from. What about San Francisco? Where is that at? Ah, that's north. Okay. LA, San Diego. Let me think. I only know like 2 more cities. So, what about? Nah, I don't know anything else. I literally don't know anything in Cali. Trying to think of stuff that I hear people say, like, oh, I'm from blah, blah, blah. But nope. Disneyland is where? In SoCal? Hmm. Okay, so everything cool is in SoCal. What's in NorCal? Does anybody go up there? Do, 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 do. You said San Francisco's in NorCal. Redwoods, like trees? You know what? This is making me want to take a trip to California. Like I said, I've only been there twice, but I was there like for specific reasons to for sports. So I don't really know anything about the state. But every time I see something from California, I feel like it's crime. So I'm like, don't know. Don't know if I want to go there. But I like nature and animals. So redwoods are cool. That's dope. We're so crowded. So I've heard a lot of people are leaving California and the Pacific Northwest too and coming down here and making Texas crowded as well. I lived in Washington for like 5 years, so I know quite a bit about life up there. But yeah, I've seen the traffic in LA. It's insane. Insane. Is California the only place you've lived? Or have you lived in another state? Climate in Washington is so different. Yeah, it sucks. I couldn't wait to get out of there. You know, I moved there in like 2016, and I just couldn't believe that there was not air conditioning in the houses. And people were like, "Don't worry, it never gets hot here. You don't need air conditioning." Scorching in the summers, and people will be like, "Oh, well, it didn't used to get that hot here. Things are different now. And don't worry, this is the hottest summer ever, but it's not going to be like this next year." Every year, it got hotter every summer. Less rain every year. Hotter, hotter, hotter. And I would just be like, this is insane. I remember like 2 years ago, like the the mayor was just like, or the governor, he was just like, yeah, you might want to go to a hotel if you don't have AC because it's gonna be so hot that your pets are gonna die and you don't want to be in the house. And it was insanely hot. Like fans wouldn't help. It was like 100 something. It was like 111. And I'm just like, we're gonna die in here, bro. But oh, that's Washington. Washington's all right though. It's not so bad. It's not the worst place in the world. Do 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 do. 1 second, I gotta reply to a text. Oh man, Gobbledygook, you're the only person talking tonight. Wonder why everyone else has been so quiet. There was a bad one some years back in Paris, France, that killed a bunch of old people. What? A heat wave? Yeah, it's been a more common thing. The UK is experiencing one right now, actually, or they're about to next week or something. and they're in the same situation, like incredible humidity and no ACs in their house because it's not supposed to be that hot there. So who knows? Maybe climate change is real and we're all dying. I just hope that if the world's gonna explode, it's like when I'm really old and not next year or something. Or like that one super volcano. I hope it doesn't explode while I'm in the prime of my life. I hope it explodes when I'm 70 and I'm ready to go anyways. Nah, 80, because you can still, 70's not too bad. I guess they say younger people went to the countryside to vacation and the old people died. Damn, that's pretty sad. That's heavy. Oh, I bet it smelled horrible too. Can you imagine bodies just cooking and you come home and you're just like, oh my God, my grandma's been like baking for like 3 days. See, that's what sucks about being old. That's why I wouldn't want to get too old. Like you reach a point where you're not independent anymore. Like you've made it back to being a baby. Nah, rather take myself out before then. Grammy doesn't usually smell like that. Yeah, that has to be just a disgusting smell. Honestly, I feel bad for people that have to like discover that their loved ones are dead. Like you go do a wellness check and just find the rotting corpse. Like that's it's pretty traumatic. Pretty traumatic. I mean, even if they're not like super decomposed, like even if it was fresh, that might be worse. Cause you might still have hope that they're alive. I don't know. Either way, that's a very traumatic experience. So if any of y'all went through that, I'm sorry to hear that. Nobody here gets out alive. Hey, that's true. But I still would rather not discover dead bodies if I can help it. If I can help it. But yeah, nobody makes it out alive. So you're not supposed to take life so seriously, man. It's just a big comedy. It's just a comedy. Gobbledygook. I mean, Andy. I know your name now. It should be 8 o'clock there. 8:04. What time do you begin to surf YouTube videos? Wow, that's your favorite author? You really are well read. I can't believe you don't read anymore. I wonder how old you are. You can't be really young, or else you wouldn't be reading like that, probably, because I find that younger kids these days don't read at all. And from the young kids that I've talked to, it's actually pretty alarming, like I don't know, their brain development. I'm like, man, we need to take the iPads away from the kids. It's kind of scary. Oh, you do off and on. Okay. Well, are you actually 61? You know, that would make sense. It's like I said, the younger you get these days, the less people read.
So for you to be well read, I would automatically assume that you're not that young. Buenas. Saludos desde, ¿qué dice por ahí? Venezuela.
Saludos. Pero, ¿qué parte?
Yeah, but it's like they're racing away from me faster and faster. Do you feel old at 61? No? That's good.
What age do you think? Since you're 61, what age do you think is old? Because I remember when I was like, I don't know, 14, I would think my uncles and stuff like that were 30. I'd just be like, oh my God, they're so old. Like, I remember when they were young and in their teens, and now they're like almost dead. But then I got older and I'm like, wow, 30 is incredibly young.
So what is old to a 61-year-old? Who do you look at and think like, ah man, I'm gonna be that age one day? Yo soy del oriente del país, cerca de Caracas, a 8 horas. ¿Y te gusta vivir en Venezuela? Rolando, what's popping, bro? Where have you been for an hour, bro? I was literally just like, man, none of my usual people are here, and I'm gonna just go to sleep. I have to wake up early tomorrow, so I'm not gonna be on here for more than like 15 or 20 more minutes. Not sure. Well, I'm interested to know. I'm interested to know. Sí, sí me gustan las arepas, pero de Colombia. Pero ¿cuáles son las mejores? ¿Qué opinas? ¿Las arepas de Venezuela o Colombia? You think you're getting close?
Listen, the most important thing in life is being able to get onto the ground
And get up from the ground without needing assistance. So make sure you can do that and you will continue to not feel old.
people don't realize that they can't do it until they fall one day and they're just like, oh my God, I have no way of getting up. This is going to be a super sad story.
But I knew of someone during that heat wave that I was talking about that fell outside in her driveway and she couldn't get up because she was like 70 something. And she fell and she baked to death outside. I'm a warehouse worker. Oh, yeah, you're good. You're good. La reina pepiada. ¿Pero qué es eso? Yo no sé. Eso es el nombre de una arepa. La reina pepiada. ¿Pero qué trae? ¿Qué tiene? That's awful. Yeah, no. Yes.
Pretty sad. Pretty sad. I also knew someone else, she didn't die or anything, but she began to train with me because she fell
In her house and she couldn't get up for 5 hours. She had to wait for her son to come home because her phone was like up on the cabinet. So when she fell, she had no way of calling anyone or anything like that. I used to think those life alert things are so weird,
but then I would hear these stories and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. That's actually a pretty brilliant invention.
Trae de todo, pero ¿qué? De todo. No, pero hay una tienda muy cerca, una tienda venezolana. Entonces mañana voy a pedir, ¿cuál es el nombre? La Reina Pepiada. Nowadays, everyone has a phone on them. That's true. That's true. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Ok, mañana la pruebo y te cuento. Sorry, that's not funny, but I wasn't expecting to read the size of an alarm clock. I thought they were small. Are they small? Are they supposed to be small? I guess you can't miss if it's huge, so I guess that works. Yeah, I'm just thinking, I guess I've never really actually like seen a life alert. I just know what it is. Práctica de boxeo. Sí. Me encanta el boxeo. This was a while back. Yeah, they're probably smaller now. Everything gets smaller with technology. Honestly, a lot of things now you don't even have to do anything. Like I know like some phones and uh what are those things called? Not Apple Watches, but um well, anything, any kind of watch, any kind of like data detection things, like they have crash detections now. So like they can tell from the way that your body moved that you were in a car crash. It's pretty crazy. Do I train boxers? Yes. Neuralink? No, that's not what I was talking about. That's crazy. That stuff scares me. That stuff scares me. It is crazy. I think I I tried to not like I remember when I was younger and like technology would come out and people that were older than me would be like, "Oh my god, this is insane. We don't need this, blah blah blah." I try not to be one of those people, but at the same time I'm like, this is really unnecessary and crazy. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm just getting behind the times or if it's actually just crazy. Una ayudita, ¿cómo así? Soy pobre. ¿Qué quieres que yo haga? Do you think there's a harmful side to self-improvement? I think there could be a harmful side to anything. I don't think uh there's a harmful side to self improvement itself, but there could be for you if you take things too far. If you get like, what's that one guy's name? Andrew Huberman. He's like everything is like optimization to the point that like he's a control freak. He like wants to control every single thing and make sure it's optimized and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, that's the opposite of peace to me. Like literally trying to control every single little thing. Like one thing, sure, this can optimize this and improve your life, but yeah, I think you can definitely take that stuff too far. He's a fraud. Just came in to show love. I'm about to go to sleep. I'm about to go to sleep too, bro. In like 5 to 15 minutes. What do you think about that fight, bro? Te creo, te creo, pero de verdad, yo no tengo dinero. Yo no tengo nada. Lucia Cunha, hi. Okay, Gowie Gook. It was very nice having a conversation with you. I hope you have a great night. Toodles. Pero ya te saludé. The Andy Huberman, multiple phone account self snitch. Yeah, that was crazy. He's just a funny guy, man. He's just a funny guy. My man sent the link and I plan to watch it in its entirety either tomorrow evening or Tuesday evening. You want me to tell you what happened in 15 seconds? Or you just want to wait and watch? I mean, I'm sure you already know the result, but I can tell you the the breakdown in a couple of words. All right, bro. I'm gonna make this an efficient breakdown. Frank couldn't deal with the pressure, and his game plan was stupid. Let me say this: his original game plan was good. What he ended up doing because of the pressure was stupid. I'm gonna tell you more now. You can keep listening if you want to. He was doing well. The first 3 rounds he won easily. Tank was just, getting his data. He was analyzing. Frank was moving a lot. Gervonta had to keep chasing him around. He had to figure out how to cut off the ring. He had to try to get close to him. Now, what Frank began to do after round 3 was sit in the corner and sit on the ropes and literally let Tank throw hundreds of punches. And I literally tweeted and I said, yo, kudos to Frank for still being awake, but you can't let Tank throw that many punches because he gets more accurate every time he throws. Literally, every punch was getting closer and closer. And I was like, you're gonna go to sleep, bro. And then like literally right after I tweeted, he got knocked out. And then they asked him, they were like, yo, you were doing so well moving. Why did you just stop moving? And he was like, well, I knew that their game plan was to get me tired. And so I didn't want to get tired by moving around so much, so I stopped moving. I'm like, what? Are you stupid, bro? Like, what does that even mean? You knew that their game plan was to get you to stop moving, so you stopped moving? What? I think he thought that was smart in the moment, but it was stupid. It wasn't Derek James' plan, it was his plan. He just literally started posting up on the ropes and then he got knocked out. But he was doing great when he was moving. He's a very athletic dude. He was like obviously terrified. Um, but even still, he was earning his respect. Every time Tank landed something, he would throw something back. Good counters. And I was like, okay, Frank, okay. But like I said, after round 3, he just literally stopped moving. Body shots could have had something to do with that. But yeah, pretty expected. He's just different, man. That dude's a genius, honestly. And I don't say that lightly. Like He's a genius, bro. In the ring, he's a genius. Just every step he takes, every punch he throws, it's like he's got some crosshairs and they're just lining up, and he's getting closer and closer to lining them up to knock you out, bro. And the fact that he always finds a way to place that punch that knocks people out, bro. Because sure, there's a lot of people that hit hard and there's a lot of accurate punchers. But to be in the middle and to always find a way, like Canelo, he fights the same way. Like Gervonta's kind of like a smaller Canelo. Walk you down, figure out a way to land something big. But Canelo doesn't always get it. And so the fact that Gervonta always gets it is crazy, bro. Like I wonder when we would see him not get it the first time. It's pretty weird. But yeah, that's what happened. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to 10:30 because I like ending on an even number. But yo, Brandon, early in the morning tomorrow, me and my bro are recording our next episode, our recap of this weekend. So if there's anything specifically that you want to hear about or see, let me know and we'll talk about it. What are your thoughts on Palestine? My thoughts are free Palestine, bro. Free my people, long live Palestine. Free Palestine, free Palestine. Long live Palestine, long live Gaza. Buttermilk, why is your name Buttermilk, bro? But if you really want to know what people think about Palestine next time, don't put the flags. Next time, trick them. That's how you see what they really think. You should say, what are your thoughts on Palestine? And then like say something else like you don't really support it, and then see what they say. The fact that they say it ain't ethnic cleansing is insane to me. Yeah, I mean, bro, I really don't want to get into that conversation, but I think it's pretty insane. And it's like the United States and Israel are like the only two people defending each other. The rest of the world is like, yo, this is nuts. But what can we do? What can the average person do besides watch? Talk about Surreal Matias, bro. That hurt my heart, bro. You know what's crazy? I had literally just reached out to him like the day before or 2 days ago, and I asked him for an interview, and he gave me his manager's contact info or whatever, and he was like, hit him up, and he'll make it happen. And I'm like, man, it's awkward now, bro. Like, it'll still be dope to interview him, but I'm like, you just lost, bro. Like, what are we gonna talk about? I'm gonna be like, yo, what was you thinking out there, bro? How you lose in your homecoming match in Puerto Rico, bro? Like, it's literally set up for you to win. Like, it's a homecoming fight, and you lost. Ugh. And Gary Russell lost. The whole 140 just got messed up last night, bro. Like, Gary Russell was doing all that talking about how he would clean up 140 easy and all of these guys, and then he gets beat on a random night, not even for a title shot. Have you seen the vid of Jared Kushner talking about the new real estate opportunities in Gaza? Their intentions are so obvious. No, I haven't seen that. But I have seen similar things. But yeah, I mean that's definitely what's gonna happen. Like they've wiped it all out, and when it's completely wiped out, of course they're gonna move people in there. So it's definitely not surprising. Yo, when should I do my next live stream? Should I do it on Wednesday night or Thursday night? Which night do you guys think is better? Because I'm definitely going to do 2 this week since I forgot to do one last week. And then this will give you guys more of a warning. But every day y'all tell me, I'm going to do it on that day. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I need to know, y'all, Wednesday or Thursday? I only got 3 minutes left. I need answers before I get off. I need answers. You better answer me, girl. I'm gonna need answers right now. Said you better answer me, girl. Right now. Well, if no one tells me a day, I'm probably gonna pick Wednesday. Probably. I teach English on Wednesday night, so I'm already like doing stuff. Thursdays I don't be doing nothing, so then I be not feeling like doing anything. I just be like, nah. Yeah. One more minute. It's too quiet, so that encourages me to get off for sure. To everyone that was in the chat, I don't think Lucia and Giacomo, I don't think those people are here anymore. But anyone that was in the chat, Buttermilk, Brandon, Gobbledygook, thanks. Thanks everyone for talking, whoever talked. I got about 15 seconds left, I think, if how I've been counting in my head is correct. Let's see. Wow, that was almost exactly 15 seconds. All right, it's 10:30. I'm out. Peace. Y'all have a good night.